Hello, everyone, and welcome to Bedtime Channeling with Michele. I hope everybody had a wonderful Thanksgiving holiday. I do apologize. I was not able to stream a video last week due to traveling, but again, we're back and welcome. I have decided to make a little change to how I structure my videos moving forward. Instead of doing astrology reading for the week, each week, I will be providing a monthly reading for the birthday baby. So next week, I will go ahead and provide a channeling for the month of December. With that, today we're going to be using Angel Answers. This is a beautiful deck. This is my go-to deck, actually. And it is Adoring Virtue and Radley Valentine deck. So, yep, Angel Answers. I've been using it for years. I bought this deck, about 8 years ago in Lilydale, New York. So, shout out to Lilydale if anybody's been there. And with that, today angels are coming through and they are asking me to share a little bit on how do we sit with comfort, sitting with discomfort. Okay. And I have to say, I always open up and I ask Spirit, what message would you like me to share with bedtime channeling viewers? And I just always seem to be drawn to something. So today, they would like me to channel a little bit on how to sit with discomfort. So we're going to go ahead and open up. So just a moment, please. Okay, when I channel the energy today around our topic, our subject, angels are coming through, and the first thing they want me to share with you is to understand that we don't exist. We don't exist. Our physical bodies exist. They're saying what we consider our realm of time exists in this dimension. But what they are coming through and saying is really if we can step out of the physical body and transcend into the spirit, we'll understand that a lot of the things that we worry about, a lot of the things that we find ourselves feeling heartbroken over, or angry about, or frustrated over, really are only an extension of our physical existence, and that in the spiritual world, what they're sharing is that none of this really matters. It's almost like they're saying our human condition is that we bring on, excuse me, is that we bring on a lot of our own discomfort by having expectations in a human, right? In a physical condition, in a human condition. One of the things they're saying about this is learning to sit in our discomfort is to really not have expectations. Okay. And they're backtracking on that a little, and they're saying not that we don't have expectations of our partner or our children, but to really step back and say we have to get out of our own way in a sense. They say a lot of times a lot of our discomfort is created by self because we don't know how to get out of our own way and just let people experience their spiritual journey. It's almost like they're talking about, like, okay, they're saying like a narcissistic personality disorder or a bipolar personality disorder. Um, it's almost like learning to just allow people to just experience their own path. their own way without trying to intervene and place our own expectations on that human, understanding that it was a pre-contract and that they're just playing out the roles that they had already agreed to do before coming into this lifetime. So again, viewers, they're coming through and they're reminding us that we really don't exist. This is, they're saying like this body, this physical body is a shell. It is something on borrow, that our spirit has come into this form to play out these roles, whether they're emotional roles, close connections with others, roles where we have to learn some challenging lessons. So they want us, when we start to, okay, what they're saying about this, viewers, is when we start to find ourselves in the physical, in the mortal, to really step back. And again, they're saying, get out of your own way, get out of your own way. And the way we do this is, they're saying the breath is what is really real, right? And when you think about it, viewers, the heartbeat is the root of all life, and breath feeds the heartbeat. So stepping back to breath as long as you can. So, okay, so they're sharing an example with you. Let's say, for those of you women out there who have gone through childbirth, right? And what is like, what is the first thing they learn in Lamont? It's to step into breath, right? So we're stepping out of the pain, the discomfort, and we're bringing ourselves into our breath, right? Into our life force. So Spirit's saying this is how we work through discomfort in many areas in our life. When we start to feel physical pain, when we start to feel emotional pain, they're saying, come back to breath, right? Think about those of you that had to breathe through the childbirthing process, right? It's like they teach you breathe in, breathe out, or at moments they might say breathe rapidly, right? So we're getting back into the spirit and out of this moment of existence, right? We're connecting with our inner selves, our breath. Yogis teach a lot about breath, right? Pranayama breathing, alternate nostril breathing. So really, when you think about pain, when you think about how can I move into the mindfulness, into the moment, Spirit again is saying, viewers, just return to breath. So when you start to feel physical discomfort, emotional discomfort, some of the guidance that's coming through is, the first thing naturally is, let's return to breath. So I'm feeling some discomfort right now in my human condition. So I'm going to breathe in and exhale. Just release and relax. It's it's a form of meditation without really calling it meditation, but we're going to breathe in as long as we can. Breathe in until we can no longer tolerate the pain, and then we move away. We move away and try to get out of the way, try to get into the moment. So breathing in and exhaling. So those of you out there who are experiencing some sort of pain in this physical human condition, the angels are lovingly coming through and they're encouraging you to just sit, shoulders back, navel into spine, and just breathe in and exhale. And perhaps your ailment, your pain is in your left shoulder. We'll just say. You could imagine breathing in and then just imagining that exhale coming out where that pain is, where you feel that discomfort, right? And just breathe in and exhale, imagining the breath releasing and relaxing, right? So, understanding, viewers, that discomfort is brought on a lot by our own selves, by our own views. They're saying, we're always trying to stir the pot, stir the pot. We have all these expectations on other people. And when those expectations aren't met, we start to feel discomfort. Discomfort can also take the form of anger, of resentment, of unforgiveness, right? So, learning to practice restraint when we start to feel any type of the physical discomforts that we experience, to really step back to the breath and say, well, where is this coming from? The angels are encouraging us. Say, where's this coming from? Why can't I forgive someone? It's almost like they're saying, when you think about the word forgiveness, it's about really hoping for a better past, hoping for a better past. It isn't really about changing the past. Forgiveness is hoping that we can work through this human discomfort in a way that is loving, accepting, and unconditional, right? So, hoping for a better past would be, how do I perceive my past? How do I perceive the experiences that I have perceived as hurtful, as painful, right? How can I heal and let go of my expectations of how other people should behave, how other people should act, right? And we all do it. We all do it. When you think about it, there's many of us out there that might have been slighted by our children, or slighted by a friend, or slighted by a husband or a lover or a parent, right? And those things hurt, right? They bring up emotional discomfort. And the angels are coming in and they're saying, how can you forgive that person, that situation that occurred in your life, right? With a more hopeful past, so that in the present and moving forward, it doesn't affect you or your energy in a negative way, if you understand this. So practice restraint. The angels are saying, when we start to feel those discomforts, and I feel like right now they're specifically talking about like the emotional discomforts, the spiritual discomforts. What is my purpose? Why do I always feel like nothing is ever enough? Why do I always feel like I don't fit in? Understand that we are pure and we are whole, and they want us to practice restraint, step back, and come back to the heartbeat, right? Experiencing that heartbeat as a sound or a sensation as we breathe in and exhale. So, sitting with discomfort, understanding that the I, is just here for a moment. I know this is a Bible verse. I just can't tell you where in the Bible. So, those of you out there who are listening, if you know what book this verse comes from, please put it in the comments. I would love to know. But it's like, we are only here but for a moment and then we vanish, right? So, learning to create not only how we perceive our past regrets, our past hurts, but how we are going to move forward and get out of our own way and allow people and situations to flow as they will. When you think about it, like we go through the stages of grief when, let's say, you were in a marriage for a long time, and that marriage, for some reason, contracted to dissolve at this certain time. And you start to go through those stages of grief, right? How can you get from, denial, what is it? Denial, anger, bargaining, depression, right, to acceptance at a lot faster um, time frame, I guess would be the word, is when we get out of our own way and look at the person for who they are. They're an imperfect human being, just like we are, just like I am, trying to learn our life lesson, right? And it's almost like they always go back to that old saying. I always say, how can you be angry at the teacher? I can be hurt by what someone says or does to me, but when I step back and sit with the discomfort and really start to process, what is causing this hurt? What is causing this discomfort? What is causing this anger? I have to really sit back and say, I contracted this with this person. So how can I be angry at the teacher, right? How can we be angry at the teacher? So again, angels want me to repeat this to you viewers is get out of your own way. Get out of your own way. Practicing self love, practicing self acceptance. Angels are saying we were born pure in the love and grace of God. And to always remember that. To remember that we are wonderful and beautiful people and that we have to learn to love ourselves exactly as we are. So, sitting with that discomfort, all things do pass. And if we allow, we will grow from them. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and pull some cards, viewers, just to kind of reiterate or get some extra messages from our angels today. Perhaps they want to go in a different direction. So let me just go ahead and shuffle the cards. Just a moment, please. Go ahead and cut them. I'll put this down. My left hand. And we're coming back up. Hello again. Okay, viewers, let's see what final messages the angels have for us today. Here we go. First card up is about within the next few months. Okay, what spirit is showing me in regards to this viewer? Okay, they're getting all right. I'm just going to go with it. It seems a little off course, but we'll see where it goes. They want me to share with you that you're going to notice some significant changes coming up in the world within the next 2 to 3 months. It's almost as if what they're showing me is more and more people are going to be coming together and reaching out and helping each other. Like, again, they're saying it's about sitting with the discomfort, learning different ways to sit with discomfort. The other thing the angels are coming through and saying that if you, those of you viewers out there who resonate with this, if you have an opportunity to go away to a retreat or some kind of mindfulness group or educational class, they are saying this is the time to do this. Okay. It's almost like the world is going to start shifting more to a mindfulness state. It's almost like as the old leaders float away, the new leaders coming in are going to be more from a mindful state. Like, how can we learn from our past? The next card up is abundance. This is a wonderful card. I feel like this can also be personal, but also holistically as well. Again, it kind of resonates to what Spirit was saying that in the next 2 to 3 months, we're going to find that we're going to start having better relationships. So the people that are currently in your circle of influence right now, or your close vibration, you're going to start to see those relationships becoming closer. People are going to be bonding together, and I'm picking up supporting each other more. So really, abundance, not so much with money and material things, but what I'm hearing is abundance in relationships, abundance in love, abundance in forgiveness. Getting back to the heart of matters is what they just said. Getting back to the heart of matters, whatever that means, whatever that means. And that's personal. What does getting back to the heart of the matters mean? What is it, viewers, that you really want? What are you manifesting? Get back to the heart of the matters. Not so much into they're going the party, 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 the la di da, but really the basics, the heart of matters. What are your heart of your matters, right? And they're encouraging you to question yourself on this. How can you get back to your heart of your matters, the heart of your matters? And the next card up says no. What are they giving us a no on? Let me see. I'm going to pull a few more cards on that, viewers. We're getting a no. No. What do you want to say? Let's see. Spirit, tell us about this no, please. Tell us about this no. A year from now, we have to learn to let go. We have to learn to let go. Again, oh my goodness, they're coming back to worldly matters, worldview matters here. They're saying a year from now, if we can learn to let go, which is going to be unlikely. So, as far as holistically or worldly, I'm not seeing a lot of changes in the next year. They said 11 months to a year. There's going to be a lot of older politicians or workers, whatever you want to call them, that are going to have a hard time letting go of the control. They don't quite get sitting in discomfort. They still think they can stir the pot and control. So where is this going to lead us, and how can we? It's like they're saying we have to be the ones, all of us, each of us, to learn to sit in our own discomfort. It's almost like they're saying, you know how, people just run their mouth off, right? They feel some sort of discomfort, whether it be physical or emotional, and then they think a thought, and then they put it into words, and then it ends up hurting relationships or even hurting themselves more. I knew a person once who was very ill, and they needed the care of their physician, but they were in pain and understandably in a lot of physical and more than likely spiritual and emotional discomfort. It seems to all flow together. And they were cruel to their doctor. They were obnoxious or rude or whatever. And the doctor said, I'm referring you to someone else. I can't work with you anymore. I can't take the abuse, how you talk to me. You're not following my advice, right? So again, it's like sometimes we get in our own way. How can we step back and let go? Let go. I just keep saying it. Get out of our own way emotionally. They're encouraging us all to ask our angels, right? Remember this, viewers, and I say this a lot. They will not intervene unless we ask. Angels, please help me with this. Angels, please intervene. Angels, please help me with this relationship with my child. Please help me with this relationship with my girlfriend, with my husband, with my mother, whatever it be. You have to ask the angels. And the last card up today, viewers, I'm going to shuffle this. And if we can follow the steps, the guidance that was provided for us today by our angels and spirit guides, we'll have improved health, right? What a wonderful conclusion to today's bedtime channeling. If we can do these things, we'll have improved health, right? Possibly physical health, emotional health, relationship health, spiritual health. So today, take the message that was given to you. And again, they want me to say, get out of your own way. Bring your attention to breath instead of reacting with words. Allow yourself to process. Stay with the discomfort for as long as you can, and then move away, let go. Practicing restraint. And I think that's like a Zen and Buddha, the mindfulness practice is restraint. I always remember people telling me, Michelle, when you don't know what to do nothing. And every time I practice that method of restraint, things tend to work out for the best for me and for all parties, right? So sit with your discomfort, allow yourself to come to heart, notice it as a beat or a sensation, and come to breath. All right? I hope that you enjoyed today's bedtime channeling. And again, viewers, like I said, next week I will give a December horoscope reading for the month. And with that, I send you blessings. I send you love. Namaste. Have a beautiful week.